Welcome to O'Grady Games. Today we are flying the Yak-3 Vk-107 at 5.7 battle rating. This is my favorite prop in the game. I think it is the best premium prop in the game. It comes at a bit of a hefty price of Golden Lions, but if you're looking for a do-it-all prop that can do everything besides dive at high speeds, this is it. And you won't really need that, because as long as you know how to control your throttle and all this other stuff, and you get used to the plane, you can outmaneuver anyone and out-energy fight anyone and outspeed anyone, as long as you are not at too high of an altitude. There we take out that Striker bomber aircraft, whatever it was, just nipped the wing off there. I'm actually flying with my buddy here in the exact same plane. He just unlocked it. And we get a combined 11 kills in this game, and there's some amazing teamwork. This Vk-107 is trying to get a drop on us, so I'm going to take the risk and try to climb up to him. And I get a shot off here. This plane is the only reason I got that kill. It is so fast, and its energy retention is so good in the vertical that I was able to just climb up and erase him. And now my buddy has 3 enemies on him, 2 zeros in a Seafire. Not ideal. They're all locked in on him. I'm gonna get the drop. I'm gonna go for him one at a time here as they all try to kill him. Wipe out 1-0. Now I'm gonna go into the vertical and try to get the drop on another one. He's still fighting for his life. The Zero realizes I'm getting the drop on him and he bails. The Seafire does not, and he dies. Now we gotta figure out where he went. We got a Seafire coming in hot. The Zero's still right there. Don't know where my buddy is. Up to 4 kills in the first heartbeats of the round. Seafire's trying to gain altitude on me. Zero's right below me. We're gonna drop on the Zero, it looks like. Here in planes. Oh, getting shot at. Seafire, I believe. Yeah, it was that Seafire. Trying to get a shot on him, and I'm getting shot at again. Do a little bit of a roll, maneuver a little bit, make a miss, and my buddy saves my ass. Ends up killing the Spitfire. Oof. It's a good plane, too. That guy would have had me. The Spitfire goes into the vertical to try to get away from us, like many have with this plane and have failed to do so. And he gets set ablaze. So we're going to level off here, get our energy back, get our speed back, figure out what's going on around us. Lucky to be alive, the both of us, after that. We got the Zero right below us still. That's the guy who bailed when he realized I was getting the drop on all 3 of them. He's going to dive down, and I'm going to follow. Now that he is distracted with my teammate, he's going to try to get him to engage, and I'm going to try to finish him off. But he's smart. He saw us working together up top, and he bails off. He keeps his energy, he keeps his speed. He knows how good these planes are in the vertical. This is possibly one of the better pilots we faced in this round. Woo! He's paying attention to both of us. It's really remarkable, actually, how well he defends himself here. Dodges me as well. And now he's focused on my teammate, I'm sure. If he gets us to go slow enough here, he's going to win. He's going to win this dogfight if he can get us to go slow enough, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to get us to turn, lose all our speed, and eventually our planes will have a much higher stall speed, and he has a much lower, so we're going to start to stall out and not be able to perform, and I should get a shot right here on him. Oh, I missed. Just barely. This is what I'm talking about right here. Once he starts getting us to that low speed stuff, it's like, oh man, what are we doing? And this is a great plane, but it's just not a Zero. Oh, just trying to get the nose over. finally gonna get another shot here. It's gotta be a shot here. Oh, I get a hit. Looks like he's doing okay though. Went right through the paper plane. Ooh, he almost gets some shots on me. You know, if my teammate wasn't here, I'd be cooked. If this is a 1v1, it looks like we would have lost this. But it's not. And he goes into the vertical, and I use the last of my ammo, and we almost collide. Unfortunate for me, even though I missed most of his plane with most of my shots, I clipped his wing there. And if you go back and look, we'll see if this is far enough back. If you go back and look, I think the fact that I clipped his wing is the only reason we didn't collide. Look at this. Clips the wing, and oh, maybe not. We just barely missed. That was so close. And then right here, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. We're both out of ammo, and I'm leaking fuel, and we're getting chased by some BF-109s and an FW. But we have the top end speed at low altitude. We eventually start pulling away. He panics a little bit. I'm like, don't worry about it, dude. I've flown this thing. She fast. And we go back to base. That's a huge bonus, being able to just outrun your opponents at low altitude like that in this thing. It's such a good plane. One of the few premiums that's actually really worth what it is. And you're on a great team too, Russian props. You're generally going to have a pretty good team with pretty good planes compared to like playing the Allies or playing American props. They're just so overfilled with people who are flying planes that are really hard to fly in the way that War Thunder is set up, because you cannot gain altitude before your fight, so it just goes against American props in every way. And then you have a lot of people playing American props that aren't the most skilled pilots, so your win ratio on the American team is always going to be lower than any other nation when it comes to World War II props, and that's just a fact. No matter what plane I use, it's always lower than any other nation I use. I've looked. So this is really cool here. We're going to get into a level, we get our altitude back, and we're going to get into a level 2v2 fight versus a Zero and a BF-109. And it all comes down to this. Here's the match. I dip down a little bit to get my speed up. Take the head on more than I probably should there. Take a few bullets. I'm leaking fuel again. I miss my shots. Go head on with the Zero a little bit. Miss my shots again. Take a couple more bullets. Not ideal, but we're okay. And I kept them off my buddy, which is good. Almost collide with the Zero there. They both try to get a shot on me. Now they're going for Dutch. Turning over. I should be able to get a shot on the BF-109, but I'm thinking I gotta get that Zero, because I remember what happened last time. That Zero was giving us a run for our damn money. And so I go for the Zero. I almost run into the BF-109. I start to wonder if he could have shot me there if he was paying more attention. Almost hits me. Stuck in a dogfight. My buddy's coming in to help. Ooh, nice. Snipe him. Take off the wing. And then my buddy wraps up that kill, and I tell him to go get the other one so we can get a double ace. But that guy teases him and he bails out at the last second. We were trying to get that double ace so bad. And that's a wrap. It was a great game. 11 kills between the two of us, and a lot of fun, a lot of good teamwork. But most of all, an amazing plane.